works. Hi, guys. Hi, Steph. All right. Call me Cubby. Hello. Good. Glad you guys can hear me. All righty. So let's get some evaluation fun stuff going. I just wanted to have this touch base with all of you guys to make sure that you're feeling comfortable and ready to go with the evaluation video process. I know, because I have to video myself too, that it's a very intimidating process. And a few things are going to happen to you when you hit play or record, I should say, on your video. One, your adrenaline is going to go, it's going to totally dump. You're going to be nervous in a way that you did not know you would be, even though you know we are looking for you to shine and not looking for you to fail. We really want you guys to pass. And first off, our passing rate is very high. We have an evaluation team. They all teach classes, so they understand that there are difficulties and you forget choreography and all of that stuff. So we're not looking for perfection, and you shouldn't be looking for perfection either. By the way, I should tell you, I'm in Seattle here for a training. We're going to induct some more members into the Pop Army. It's very exciting stuff for us here at in Seattle. We're about to get started. So if you have questions, go ahead and put the comments in. But what I thought I might do is just sort of go through these questions and then also give you guys some input. And I see one question here. What would be your advice or some tips to teach Pilates to expectant mothers? So for expectant mothers, you will find that there are modifications for them in the choreography. So you're going to want to make sure that you give them those modifications. And how you're going to do that is you would get your class going. You would sit up, look up, make eye contact with the pregnant mama and show that option. And then keep the other class going. And you could even do the pregnancy option a couple of times and then get back to the regular option. So that's how you would show to the pregnant mamas or the tiny human growers the option for your video. And you'll notice that for them, there's not a lot of choice in terms of they'll be in boat pose or they'll be on all fours when you're laying on your belly. So it's a really quick sit up, make eye contact, show the option, and get right back to it. So that is that question about it. Let's see what else we have going on. Let's see. The best camera to record on, just an old digital one that takes video. That's great. You can, call me Covey, record on anything. We have people record on their iPhones. We have people record on little cameras, iPads, your laptop. You're just going to want to make sure that you have enough space so that your video shows up, so that there's lots of space so that you're not having to stop and restart the camera over and over. Have somebody, here's my best tip. Have someone sort of in the back of the room who can look at the camera. And when they look at the camera, they can see if there's space. And then they can be like, stop, stop, stop. And you can pause it and then reset or put in another SD card. So really it's up to you what to use. But I would have a camera checker so that you don't get all the way through your video and realize that nothing actually got recorded. The last song or whatever didn't get recorded. So there's that. Let's see if there are other questions. Oh, yay, there's a Seattle person already on. Hey there, I think that's Samantha Harmon. I'll see you soon. Awesome. All right, you guys, so I want to just go through with you kind of camera angles and things like that. You'll notice in the in-training portal, we put a new graphic up for you guys so you can look at that graphic and see how to record. You should set your mat up and then pull the camera back far enough so that we can see you from head to toe and from side to side. Make sure you don't have students blocking you. They can go side on if you need to, but putting them the other way might help to be where you're more visible. The other thing too is your students don't have to be the center of this at all. They can be sort of in the background and the camera acts like a student for you. So you would just teach and forget the cameras even there. Although you will be very nervous and your adrenaline will dump, and the second or third song, your heart's going to start beating a little faster, and then you'll settle in. So don't panic if that happens. It's completely normal. It actually still happens to me whenever I have to video record, and I've been doing this for a very long time. So that's the best way to set up your camera. And if you're in a smaller space, you could set up at kind of an angle if you need to. Just make sure that we can see you from head to toe. The other thing, let's see if there are any other questions. Oh, how long will it take to find out if you pass or fail? It doesn't take long. Our evaluation team, they are very, very quick. And we try and get your videos completed within about a week. It could be, for some people, 24 hours, for others, a couple of days. But our drop dead is to try and get it done within a week. However, with so many trainings coming up and so many deadlines happening, it can take 7, maybe 10 days. But typically, about two to 3 days, I think, is about average. So let's talk what to do if you forget your choreography. If you're in the middle of filming and you just space out and go crazy, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a deep breath, and I want you to remember that everybody makes mistakes and to just keep going. Get right back on track and keep going with your video. Your students will never know. No need to say, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I messed up. Oh, I have to refilm. Just keep going. You can make a note for your evaluator so that they are aware that you know, and they know, because all of us make mistakes all of the time too. Your students don't have to be totally visible. If you're in a room where there are mirrors, we will be able to see your students that way. If you're not in a room with mirrors, have the camera back far enough so that we can see that there are people there, so we know that you're actually coaching live people, and go from there. I want you guys to know the reason we have that 3-person minimum is because we want to get a feel for what it'll be like for you teaching an actual class. If it's 1 person, it's a little awkward. 2 people, they might start talking. There might be kind of an odd feel in the room. But 3 is a little more like what a small class would be like. So we really ask for you to have those 3 people, and it's only 30 minutes. So, beg, bribe, froyo, tell them you'll get them some froyo after or something. But bribe them, have them come in, and that way the evaluation team is going to be able to see how you engage with a small group of people. Engagement is critical to the success of instructors. So make sure you're interacting and engaging. And when there's 3 people, that works just a little easier than a one-on-one scenario, which is a little bit odd when you're teaching a pop Pilates class. That's why we ask for those 3 people. A way to get the 3 people too is to network with the people who were in your training. So make sure that you reach out and you get to know them so that you can maybe do 2-3 videos in a day, since there's only 30 minutes and you can do the modified options, and you guys can help each other out and do that. Let me scroll down here and see if we have more questions. Microphones. You don't have to use a microphone. Most people who film in a gym setting, they absolutely do use a microphone. But if you're in a small space like a living room or a dining room or something of that nature, as long as we can hear your voice over the music, then no need for a microphone. So don't panic if you don't have a microphone. In fact, there have been videos in parks. We had Katie, who was in Pop 5. Katie, who's in Pop 5. She was in the park. And people from a track meet came over and actually ended up joining her evaluation video class, believe it or not. So crazy. But yeah, so microphone is optional. Just make sure that your music isn't so loud that we can't hear you giving those cues. The other thing, you guys, that's super important in your evaluation videos is how you label them. You're going to want to make sure that you write your name, your workshop, and that's how you label the email and send it over to us. So your name, your email, the workshop name. So that way we can keep track of who has submitted videos. Sometimes we get, just an email address, and it's a challenge for the evaluation team to go back and figure out whose email that is. So make sure you're writing your name and your your workshop. The city and the date would be best. So if you can do that, that will make it much easier for all of us. Let me scroll down and see if we have more questions. Yes, tips on how to memorize the choreography. All right, let me tell you. This is the best thing that works for me. Listen to your music over and over and over again. Just kind of have it playing so that way you feel the music. And then I would recommend 2 to 3 songs per week. So you pick a song that you really like, that you really know, you're comfortable with, and you memorize the order of the movements. So that way when you hear the changes in the music, you know, oh, that's the top of the 32 count. I know there's going to be a change here. And if you know the order of the exercises, then you'll be able to easily just feel the changes in the music. So take one song, maybe 2 songs a week, set a goal for yourself, memorize the order of the exercises. So let's say standing warm up. So you would say, sorry, my eye is itching. You would say, okay, plie squats, alternating heel lifts, curtsy lunge, side taps, something like that. You would organize in your mind, maybe even write down the movements. Then when you're listening to the music, you're going to anticipate that something's happening in the music, and you'll be like, oh, I know that change is alternating heel lifts. Okay, the next move is this, so that when you hear it in the music, it's just going to become intuitive, like that dance on the mat feeling. So memorize the order of the exercises and listen to the song over and over and over again. So there's that. Let me just scroll on down and see other questions. Sure, absolutely. In fact, I would recommend using the same music in the Pop 4 choreography videos, and here's why. If you use those songs, you can upload the video to YouTube. So if you have a difficult time getting WeTransfer to work, which does happen, people are like, it's taking, too many hours, you could upload the Pop 4 songs via YouTube. Now, if you do a YouTube submission, you're going to want to check mark the box unlisted link, not private like you might think. Private, no one can see. But if it's an unlisted link and you send us that link, we can then watch it directly from YouTube. It's a little easier to upload that way, in my opinion, but WeTransfer works great too. It just can take a long time depending upon your internet speed. So definitely use the songs from Pop 4 if that is an option that you want to do. So yes, absolutely, use those songs. Let's see, any other questions? Aha, for the 20 seconds of silence, I'm not sure which moves to go over before the tracks start. Yes, okay, this is what I would tell you to do. Same questions on the 20 seconds of silence. Okay, so get ready and get a pen out. Okay, so for Pop 4, here's what you would do. You don't have anything to go over for the standing warm-up. You coach your students as you go. For track 2, total body opener, you're going to want to demonstrate the walking plank opener. So you'll tell your students, this is a walking plank opener. Everything else you have time to demonstrate. So I just go over the walking plank opener and its modifications in the 20 second of silence for track 2. Track 3 for your video is ab challenge. All you need to show there is the eagle crunch. There's time to coach during the reverse crunch. So demonstrate in your 20 seconds of silence the eagle crunch and its modifications. Track 3, butt challenge. Show the door stopper, and that's it. You get them set up in a strong bridge, show what the door stopper looks like, and off you go to the races. For the next track, crazy cardio, go over the plank tap combo because you have plenty of time to, the plank jack combo, sorry. You have plenty of time to get them set up for the cha-chas in that one. Let's see, upper body, that one is a tough one. You're going to want to script out how to cue this. Ideally, you're showing both the oil rigger as well as the tricep kick and dip. Now, if you can't get both of those in, you do have time when they're stretching their triceps to say, hey guys, take a look here. And then you can show the kick and dip and its options during the stretch break. Have them stretch, you demonstrate the option. So that's how to get through the 20 seconds there. For hardcore, You will transition from down dog. You'll walk your feet in, and then I demonstrate the front, the standing crunch combo. And that's it. And that's all you should be able to do in your 20 seconds of silence. Guess what? We hear you guys on that. And for Pop 6, we have in the one-on-ones a demonstration of how to do your 20 seconds of silence. So that is something to look forward to after you get Pop 6, which launches in July. Let's see. Any other questions? What if the 20 seconds is a bit too short for the preview? Yes, it is because you're saying too much. So this is going to be an opportunity for you to really remember to be short and sweet with your words. So you want to keep class moving. That's why the 20 seconds is there, 20 to 25 seconds. Script out what you're going to say and then practice it. Actually sit and look into the mirror and say it out loud so that you get really short and sweet with your words. You take out the ums, the ands, the heys, and then just pick up the pace a bit. Your students will follow. Trust, it works. I teach it in my classes, and sometimes I even have extra time. Although maybe I talk a little fast. I don't know. All right, I'm going to look through one more time, see if we have questions. My Spotify channel is Jules Fultz. All of my social media is the same. Jules F as in Frank, ULTZ. You can find me on Facebook, you can find me on Twitter, you can find me on Instagram, you can find me on Spotify, even Snapchat, actually. It's all Jules Fultz. So feel free to find me there. Let's say we get certified. What are the next steps we should take to find a studio or gym to teach in? That's a great question. So we have a lot of instructors who don't work near a 24-hour fitness. They are actively seeking instructors. So if you're not in the 24-hour fitness area, the best thing to do is to look for gyms or fitness studios or recreation centers and reach out to their group fitness manager. We're going to be putting a letter template in the portal for you to use so that you can send over to them and they can see it and say, oh, great, and then ask for an audition. So you would go in for an audition, make great eye contact, teach really rockin' tracks, maybe pick a couple is usually what they want to see, and that's the best way to do it. Now, the other thing is to reach out to the hosting facility if you live in the immediate area. Say it's not a 24-hour fitness, but Diva Den in Portland and Louisville Athletic Club is happening this weekend. So reach out to those hosting facilities if you live near there, and they will probably want to add people into their instructor network. So that's a great way to do it. But also networking with your other instructors and see where they teach, and maybe they can get you an audition. All right, I'm scrolling down again to see a little bit of different question, but are most people coming to the trainings already group fitness instructors for other types of classes? It is dependent, actually. Some are, some aren't. We have some veteran instructors who come, and we have some who have never even taught before. So we really have a broad range of instructors who are coming in to the trainings. So inconsistent, can't tell you exactly how many are, but about half have other fitness experiences. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, call me Cubby for sure. You can reach out to any club. We aren't only in 24-hour fitness. We have other locations, recreation center, parks, farmers market in Salt Lake City. Jetta's teaching at a farmers market. So we have a lot of different instructors teaching at a lot of different locations. So you can reach out to the LA Fitness managers and see if they're willing to give you a chance to go on the schedule. Let's see. Yes, I do, Allison. I plan on being at the Illinois training. Can't say for sure because we book our master trainers about 30 days out, but hopefully I'll see you guys in Chicago. That's my plan right now. All right, Nicole, I don't see the bolded items on my manual for video grading. Oh, that's interesting. Yes, if you there must have been an issue with the printing. So I will double check on that for the bolded items. But if you go into the portal on your FAQ inside the portal, there should be the bolded items listed. But what we'll do is we will post here in the next 20 minutes. As soon as we're done here, I will post inside the in training portal the bolded items, and we'll get that corrected and figure out why that didn't show up bolded in the manual. Sorry, you guys, but yeah, we'll absolutely get that done for you. Let's see here. Yay, Alex, Louisville. Wave will be there with you, and you're going to have a great day. Hi, Bloggy Stuff. See you there too. What would be a good area to record the evaluation video? So a good area to record the evaluation video is in a space large enough for everyone to fit. So if you don't have access to a gym, make sure that you've moved furniture out of a living room, or if you're going to do it outside, make sure that the camera is close enough to you so that you can be heard. Oftentimes there's park noise or whatever, so make sure that the space is large enough for 4 people, you and your 3 students, and make sure that the sound quality is good enough for you. All right. And you are not going to be way behind if you have never taught before. We designed this training for you guys to really start from the bottom up. But the best part is the veteran instructors are also enjoying the opportunity to really kind of relearn some of the fun things. So you definitely won't be left behind if you have never taught before. This training is going to give you everything you need to get right where you need to go. I'm scrolling, you guys. I love the questions. Keep them coming. Let's see. All right, so doing the left and right side. This is a great question. All right, Michelle. So the question about doing left and right for each move. If you're doing it on your left, your side facing, tell them they're right. Would it say aloud, tap out right? Okay, so here is my best advice on that. If you find that it's hard for you to say one arm and do the other, don't say right or left. Say this side, like actually visually cue, say tap this way and kind of point the direction you want them to go. So that is sort of the best way to get yourself into mirror imaging. If you feel comfortable with it, go for it. Now, people are still going to be confused by that. I promise you, they always are. And you might get confused as well. So visual cueing and just sort of pointing at the direction or saying the leg closest to me or the leg closest to the back of the room or something like that, give them sort of geographical cues. That will help a whole lot with mirror imaging. But yeah, absolutely. When you face your students, you should be doing the mirror image of them. All right. What would be a good area? Okay, having 0 group fitness experience is no problem. We're going to teach you how to do that. All right, Freckles, let's see. You're from Scotland and you don't know anyone who knows Pop Pilates. Okay, great. So yeah, it makes total sense. You can send them to info@blogalates. We have a link where they can see videos, but we will be uploading into the official instructor portal. So once you've passed your video and you've joined Pop membership, we're going to be uploading into the official portal sort of an introduction email and a toolkit for you to send to potential facilities. So don't worry, that's coming. And as soon as you're official, you'll have access to that. And it should help. We also have a group fitness manager portal that we can add them to. All right, I'm scrolling, you guys. Let's see, 2 other questions. I love it. Keep them coming. Let's see. The best way to contact other instructors is I'm reading this, is there a group? Okay, yeah, the best way, you guys, is on the official forum. That's the way you know the people are the right people. It's moderated by me and also by Cassie. So you're going to want to make sure you're asking questions and networking on the forum. When you get into the official instructor forum, there is a job listings area down at the bottom. So you can scroll down there and it will have email addresses for certain AGXMs at 24 Hour Fitness and other places who are looking for instructors. So use the forum in your portal, and that will be the best way to network with other instructors. Okay, two other questions. Can we send a YouTube link? Yes, you can send a YouTube link. If you do the YouTube link, make sure you click unlisted for that, because if it's private, we won't be able to see it. Now, the other thing with the YouTube link, you guys, is you must use songs that will not get muted. So I would recommend using the suggested playlist if you're going to use YouTube. If not, it might get muted and then you'd have to upload via WeTransfer. So use the suggested playlist. You should be all good to go with YouTube, but make sure the link is unlisted. Okay. Yes, doing a preview is absolutely okay in the 20 seconds of silence. And you're right, Nicole, it is tricky with those triceps kick and dip. You're just going to have to practice that one. Okay, for those who are totally new to teaching and are a bit shy, what are some tips that you would give to those who are just starting on this journey? You know what? I'm going to be honest. It doesn't matter where you are in your instructor journey. You're going to be nervous, even if you're, teaching 20 years like me, 20 plus years. So my tip is this: to remember that the video evaluator for the evaluation is looking to see you shine. We are looking to see that you are full of good pop love, full of good pop energy. So let that personality come out. Don't be nervous or afraid. Just be yourself. That's the best thing to do, and that is the way we want to see you, yourself. But you will be really, really nervous. Your adrenaline is going to totally dump, and just breathe and just keep going. If you make a mistake, those are the best tips. And keep doing it. Keep practicing. The more you teach, the more those jitters are just going to go away. All right, let's see. Keep scrolling here. Let's see. More comments below. You're welcome, Silent Voices. You're going to do great. You're going to do great. Just shine. Just shine like the star that you are. All right, you guys, are there any other questions? I'm happy to answer. So just type them in. It has been super fun this morning. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but we got it. We got it up and rolling. But I'm going to have to sign off here pretty soon because I have some Seattle trainees to meet. All right. Shoot, Nicole. What's that question? The music genre. Yes. So here is what I mean by changing the music genre. With your freedom of choice, you have the opportunity to change some songs. They don't all have to be from the top 40. You've got some leeway. Try and keep, the pop vibe, the pop feel, and maybe add one or two songs that aren't quite, pop. So maybe a country song or, a praise song. There's a lot of people who request that in my classes. So you get to decide how to do that, but don't make it all that way. And if you are using maybe an alternative song or a song like that, make sure that it is appropriate for your students and make sure that it's the clean version. So whatever songs you're selecting, make sure you have the clean version there for your students and do that. Also, just a little tip, if you do use Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your music, typically there are two songs. Click the one that says radio edit and then listen to it, or it says clean version and then listen to it all the way through. You might be surprised at some dirty words that come out, but you can change just a few songs in genre so that it's mostly pop, but there are a couple of other options for the students who love that. But remember, it's called Pop Pilates, not Country Pilates. So make sure you're staying true to the pop format. 85% or so of songs. All right, let's see. Yes, I do some old school songs. Occasionally I'll rock out some old school Britney in there, or something from the pop charts. I did a Prince thing whenever we lost the purple one. So if you are doing that, totally fine within your freedom of choice. Just make sure you keep it to just a couple of songs. All right. Janeth, I see your question now. I didn't see it earlier. Here we go. Let's see. Maggie. Yes, it is okay to use a different, I'm assuming by layout you mean filming. So it is okay to set up the room just a bit differently as long as we can see you from head to toe, both standing and on your mat, and that the students aren't blocking you. So yes, do that. All right. That's okay if they had trouble being perpendicular. Do what suits your students. Just make sure you're visible. All right, Janet, let's see. I have a back injury. That's why I asked about it. Cancel my video class I had scheduled. I don't see your question. Oh, for getting an extension. There we go. If you need an extension, all you need to do is send an email to info@blogilates so that they can work with you to get an extension. Listen, we want everyone to submit. So if you have missed your deadline, no worries. Or if your deadline is approaching and you're not ready, we want to give you more time. We want you guys to reach your goal of being a certified Pop Pilates instructor. Now, don't take advantage and be like, well, I need 6 months or this. Be realistic with your expectations, because the further away from the training you get, the more difficult it's going to be for you to remember all of the things you need to get yourself up and teaching. So yes, you can have an extension. Send in an email and we'll work on a case-by-case basis for evaluation extensions. info@blogilates, and that's that. And I hope you feel better soon. Thanks, Michelle. I hope to have a good training too. I'm very excited to meet more Seattle people. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and put us on like just a couple minutes time. We've got like 2 minutes to go before I'm going to have to hop off so I can get to the Seattle training. Really quick, for those of you on, was this useful? Do you want me to do it regularly, maybe twice a month or once a month? Let me know in the comments. Also, you can let us know in the forums, and you can email info@blogilates with any questions. And let's see, last call for questions. Yay, great. Yes, practice away. Practice as much as you can. All right, you guys, 1 more minute to go. So get those last minute questions in. More of these will be wonderful. Yay, we want to help. And I will hopefully have an incredible training. Thank you, Nina. Let's see, will I be able to upload videos to YouTube for my students using the Pop branding, giving credit to Pop and Cassie, for example? We don't want you to upload a full track to YouTube because that sort of takes away from people coming to your classes. So avoid uploading the full class or the full track, but you could easily do short little workouts, giving credit to Pop Pilates, say a Pop Pilates inspired, quick workout command. Cassie does those a lot, and other people on social media do it as well. But please don't upload a full class to YouTube or full tracks to YouTube. We are working on possibly expanding in other markets, international markets, so hopefully we'll be able to get that soon. But you want to keep your classes where they are in the live class setting and not on a YouTube. So I would say don't do a full class or a full track, but you could do Pop Pilates inspired tracks. Sound cool there? All right. Okay. Getting ready to sign off. I'm going to take the last little bit here. Any ideas on who is teaching the Costa Mesa workshop? Costa Mesa is either probably going to be Amy or Way. I'm not sure the date of that one. I believe that one might be August. Is that right? If so, it's probably Amy or possibly Way. Yay! All right. Thank you guys so much. I am going to sign off now. It looks like all the questions are done, and I super duper appreciate you being here. Are we looking for Pop video evaluators at this time? Yeah, that's Amy. Call me Cubby. At this time, no, we have our team, but we will be adding to the evaluation team. What will happen is once you're officially certified, we'll put the job postings out there, kind of like we did for master trainers. We are looking for master trainers. So yes, not at this time for video evaluators, but hopefully soon. We've got a great team rocking right now. Yeah. All right, you guys. That is it. I'm gonna blow kisses. Mwah, mwah. And then I'm gonna end this. I'm just gonna check for one last question. That's it. Thank you so much. Be on the lookout. We will add it. Again, we'll do another one of these really soon. And I'll see you guys soon for the Seattle people. Thanks. Pop love, everybody. Woohoo. Bye, guys. Thanks for attending.